Hey guys, Adrian here on behalf of TechSocial.com. Today we're taking a look at an app called FiLMiC Pro. This is a $5 app for the iPhone and iPad, but in my opinion, one of the most bang for your buck you'll get in terms of a video camera app. It does really awesome stuff over the traditional camera app, and it allows you to do really cool HD video worthy camera work all in an application. So some of the features it gives you over the traditional camera app, while you can do things like live zooming while you're recording in real-time zoom, 3 separate shooting modes. You can do other cool things like presets, green screen, chroma key, iTunes file sharing, so much more stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it in the interface here. So you can do the traditional focus like you can in the original camera app, but what you can do here is you can choose to not only lock the focus but the exposure. So this green reticle right here is your exposure. So you can adjust your exposure, and this comes in handy. For example, if I want to shoot with my light on, I can automatically turn my light on here, and I can adjust the exposure. So you can see here, I can make it a little bit darker, or if it's too high up, obviously the exposure wouldn't be all that, it would be kind of overblown here. So I can adjust that easily, adjust what I want it to focus on, and then I can lock 2 of them just by tapping those 2 buttons in the bottom left here. I can also go into a macro mode if I want to do that. You can adjust your brightness of your camera light. This is really cool, so you can actually adjust how bright the light actually is. So you can see here it's kind of darker now, and I can adjust the exposure again and unlock it and then relock it here. So you can see here I can adjust it, get really cool looking video here, and again adjust that brightness if I want. Easy stuff here, guys. Really cool to get really awesome video. Now going a step further, a couple other things you can do. You can see you have your battery life here and your meter on the bottom right. You also have the ability to change your user interface if you want to make it a little bit more minimal and stuff like that. You have presets on the right here. What this allows you to do is really cool stuff. So for example, let me just jump into this transparent interface here. I can be shooting video, and I set 3 presets here. You can easily set it just by tapping the plus and minus thing to zoom here. You can just hold them to get your zoom. And while you're recording, you can do this, and you can set presets. So let's say I'm recording, I can hit 2. It'll automatically live zoom without me having to do anything. This is all live digital zoom. I can hit 3. It'll go even closer in. I can hit 1. And it'll do this really cool kind of pan zoom effect. This allows you to get really cool video while shooting. Now, this also has audio monitoring. You can see here if I click the interface, it has a whole bunch of settings here. I should say white balance. Earlier I mentioned that macro mode. That's for the white balance settings here. You can go into the settings though, however, and change tons of stuff here. Super slow-mo, slow motion, 2 times speed. You can change whether you want to shoot in 24 frames up to 30 frames. So if you want to get more of a film look, you can adjust that. You can do time-lapse video. Just really awesome settings that your traditional camera app won't offer you. You can change between front-facing and rear-facing camera. You can change your resolution outputs here, 1080p down to 960 by 540. That's iframe resolution. You can adjust image stabilization, audio monitoring, GPS tagging, histogram, framing guide, that chroma key I talked about. There's so much things you can adjust here. Really awesome. They have down to the video encoding, how you want it to encode. If you want the thing to use more battery life, rather than if you want to save on battery life, you can see here you can do real-time GPU enabling or less heat, longer battery life. It's all up to you and how you want to shoot it here. Again, guys, one of my favorite video camera apps, $5, but you get tons of features built in. This is FiLMiC Pro. You can find it in the App Store today.